Colorbond here in Sydney is one of our favourite materials. We just love the Colorbond look. Now, one of the questions that I often get asked about Colorbond is, will it scratch? The answer is quite easily, obviously, because it doesn't take much to actually take the paint coating off. So, Colorbond does scratch. The next question I often get asked is, what do I need to do about it? A lot of people, when they go into the hardware shop, they come across these things. This, for instance, is specifically called touch-up paint. So you would think that if you get a scratch like that, you would touch it up with some paint. Now the question is that the right thing to do? So what we've got here is Colorbond Monument, and we've got a Monument touch-up paint. So a lot of people would think that if you get ugly scratching on your Colorbond roof, you should just do that. Now, short term, all the scratches have disappeared. And when this starts to dry off a bit, it's going to blend in with the Colorbond, and you won't see the scratches, and this bit would look brand new, unscratched. So, should we be using this all the time? Now, what a lot of people don't know is that the paint that goes on the Colorbond surface is different to the paint that you spray on. Even though it starts off with the same color, it ages differently, and we'll show you some examples of a brand new roof that's been spray painted like that. I don't know the reason for doing it, whether the client complained about scratches, because this is a roof that's fairly high up. Anyway, the roofers decided that the spray paint was the way to go, so a lot of spray paint on this roof, and you can see what it looks like. Doesn't look good at all, and the paint will actually fade and will peel off. So it actually looks worse than if it did nothing. But that still doesn't answer the question, if the Colorbond gets scratched like that, all right, what do I do about it? My answer is nothing. Just leave it the way it is, because that is going to fade and the scratch is not going to be so prominent, as opposed to spray paint, which is going to fade differently, and you'll have ugly splotches on your roof. And the reason why you leave it the way it is that that is never ever going to corrode. And you would ask why? Well, simply this. If you were to cut Colorbond, that there is a fresh cut through the metal. So you got exposed metal right there, and also there. So every edge has got exposed metal. This is a scratch, but it's only gone through the paint. It's not quite gone through to the metal. So this is unexposed metal. This is exposed metal. And you don't need to do anything with the edge, because you can go on a Colorbond roof after years and years and years, and there's no rust along the edge whatsoever, because there's a self-protective layer in there that protects the cut edge. Bare metal gets protected, and that doesn't ever rust. So very, very unlikely that a scratch would cause this section to rust. and shorten the life of your roof. So the answer to the question about scratching on colorbond, just leave it the way it is. Don't do anything about it. It'll look better with age, but never use spray paint because it's not going to look very good at all after about a year or so.